I was hired to protect a clumsy billionaire. Huh?
My mom was a little girl. She heard this wild rumor that she comes from a family of witches. So naturally, like any sane person,
Does that mean you're a witch
she
too?
wanted to get to the bottom of this. She graduated college with honors and went all in on studying the supernatural in a more scientific way. And her big takeaway was that the supernatural is real. We just need the right means to connect with it. But even though Mom became super famous for her ground
Nigga, is that Omni-Man? No. That's Mark's dad. Let me break it down for you, Mark. No, that is literally Omni-Man right there. You can't tell me not.
breaking work, she still couldn't figure out if our family had any connection to witches. She was so obsessed with finding the answer that she neglected everything else, which didn't sit well with Dad. They fought all the time, and eventually,
Mom and Dad,
he
stop
enough
fighting,
and
please.
left.
No.
Soon after, Mom.
No, she was just, see, you not being, L-Dad. That's bad work, bad goons. He really left her. She's over here first and foremost, not only connecting with the supernatural stuff, but she's really trying to, I just read the text, that's bad. But soon after, like, she's really trying to, like, do something groundbreaking. You're not gonna be there and support her? If you helped her, maybe you get more time with her type time, and like, bad dad.
Did everything else, which didn't sit well with Dad. They fought all the time, and eventually, he had enough and left. Soon after, Mom realized she was pregnant with me. So she
left her with a baby.
Moved into her childhood home with
my
Aunt Jessie,
God.
and became the most devoted mom ever. But the
Aw.
second I started high school, she drove right back into her witch hunt.
Yeah, you
She
old
even
enough, you can
has
handle
this creepy little
yourself. She better go
office where she
crazy,
kept
okay?
all the souvenirs from her years of research. And Aunt Jessie absolutely hated that place.
Oh
We
my
reacted to
God,
a Darman
Kira,
video
who
like
gave you that awful
the other
haircut?
stream.
Mom did.
Yeah, we gonna react to more
What's
though,
wrong?
for sure.
Nothing, except you looked like a shaved squirrel.
She
What?
looks fine, Jessie. And why are you in my office anyway? I thought you hated coming here.
I do. It's just that I need some money. I'm traveling to Bora Bora tomorrow with Jack, and I don't want him to see me as some wannabe leeching off his money.
Who's Jack? I thought you were dating Mark.
Ugh, Mark was such a bore, so I broke up with him. Now I'm dating Jack. You know
Auntie.
he's an entrepreneur and he owns a yacht? A yacht! Only 1,000% of the world population own a yacht. And Jack is one of them. Now, if you're done interrogating me, can I have some cash?
Aunt Jessie was Mom's twin sister, but unlike Mom, Jessie was a total free spirit. She drifted from place to place, never held down a steady job, and dreamed of marrying rich so she'd never have to work. Mom thought
But she just said she didn't want to come off like she was leeching off his money. But her dream is to find someone so she can leech off their money. Auntie, I need you to do better.
Jessie was a total flake, and for Jessie, Mom was one science experiment away from turning into a mad scientist. So, obviously, they never got along, and life went on. Until one day,
What happened?
everything changed. Yeah, we say that a lot around here. Just like we keep asking you to like and subscribe.
And
So,
y'all should subscribe
please
to
go
the
ahead
live
and do
channel.
that. Anyway,
Everyone subscribe right
Mom
now.
was in her creepy office doing her usual research when we heard a loud crash. Jessie and I rushed in to check on her, and there she was, passed out cold on the floor.
Who knocked her out?
Research papers were scattered everywhere, and right in the middle was this weird necklace. I ran to Mom's side while Aunt Jessie called the ambulance.
That necklace got a demon in it. No, throw it away. No, you probably can't even throw it away. You're gonna throw it away. It's gonna end up on your doorstep the next day. You're gonna throw it away again. Guess what? It's gonna be under your pillow the next day, like the Tooth Fairy. No.
But when the paramedics arrived, they said she was in a coma. Mom
Whoa.
was rushed to the hospital, but the necklace stayed behind. I couldn't bring myself to leave it there. It felt important, like it might hold the answers we needed.
Or it
So
could
I took
be
it and always
a bad
kept it
omen
close
or
to
something.
me.
I don't
Oh
know.
my God, just toss that ugly thing already.
No way. This was the last thing Mom was researching before she collapsed. She might need it when she
Okay,
wakes up.
that
For
definitely
what?
seems
To wear
important.
to some ugly necklace convention? Kara, you're 18. Go live your life. You sulk way too much for a teenager.
And you're way too wild for someone in their 40s. Don't you care about Mom at all?
Damn, she ate you. I ain't gonna lie, she ate you the up. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Why she eat you up like that? You say you 40, still got no man, don't even got a job. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, lock in with life.
Aren't you even a little worried if she's ever gonna wake up?
Look, your mom's nuts, okay? For all we know, this is because she spent too much time chasing ghosts and ancient nonsense. Now,
Are you
do me
too
a favor and
busy
stop
chasing
playing detective.
Aunt Jessie grabbed my arm, and I
Whoa.
wanted to pull away, but I was too stunned. Not
Stunned?
because of what she did, but because of what I saw. I
She
had
getting
this vision
visions?
where I saw Jessie in Mom's office, pulling money out of her locker.
You stealing?
You stole from Mom's locker?
What locker?
Ah,
I
nah,
didn't
nah,
steal
nah, nah,
anything.
nah, nah,
But
nah,
I just
nah.
saw. I grabbed Jessie's arm again, and just like before, I saw her in Mom's office stealing money.
Ooh, the necklace gave her
I was trying to make
powers.
sense of what was happening, when suddenly, my eyes fell on the necklace in my hand. I kept it
What?
down and touched Jessie again. And
Oh, she's smart.
no visions this time. Could this necklace actually be showing
No,
me
she
something?
figured that out very
no,
quick.
You've got that
She's
look.
actually
the same
hella
one your
smart.
mom got whenever she went on about ghosts or spirits or whatever nonsense she wasted her life chasing.
Jessie kept groaning about something, but my brain was stuck on the fact that the necklace actually had powers. Every time I held it, these weird flashes would hit me. I didn't totally get what they were. Maybe they were some blurry sneak peeks into the future. Honestly, with Jessie's track record, seeing her steal from Mom felt pretty believable. But I needed proof that this thing was legit. So the next day, I wore the necklace to school. And like
She
I suspected,
might be that's
every
already.
time I bumped
That
into
might be
someone,
Raven someone.
I saw a glimpse of their future. Like, I accidentally brushed up against Madison, our cheer captain. And
What'd you
saw her
see?
flipping out in front of everyone.
Oh, she a
Sure
crash
enough,
out.
Later that day,
Okay.
she dumped her boyfriend and destroyed his locker.
Oh,
I also saw Kyle, the
What did he
class
do?
clown, going home alone to his cats, which was kinda sad. But then, I saw the rude school janitor having a terrible lunch that would keep him in the bathroom all afternoon. That instantly...
I didn't want to know that. I didn't want to know that. Take the whole necklace away from me, bro. I just didn't need to have that in my visions ever, bro. Like, come on, bro. What the hell,
instantly
bro?
lifted my spirits.
Along with her visions, do you think she like can feel and smell? Because imagine she touched him and just instantly passed out from the stench of the bathroom he was blowing up.
Oh, wow. This is the best day ever. Whee!
Talking to yourself, Kara? Is that your secret strategy to beat me on the test? Hate to break it to you, but it's not gonna work.
Who is this? Why is he
Ethan.
kind of awful?
Of course he had to walk
Awful.
in and ruin my perfect day. Ethan is in my class, and he's probably the most perfect guy ever. Rich, popular, a face that looks like it was carved by angels, and of course, perfect grades. He's got it all. But here's the kicker. Ethan's insanely clumsy. It's almost a talent, how bad he is at holding on to things. Lunch trays, expensive vases, kittens.
Bad work.
You
Bad
name
work.
it, he's probably dropped it. And yet, somehow, his clumsiness
Why is
just
he
makes him
got-
even more charming to everyone.
Hell no.
Well, everyone but me. I just thought it was hilarious how someone so perfect can be such an uncoordinated mess.
Oh my god. Ethan, are you okay?
You haven't met my girlfriend, obviously. You haven't. Yeah. I don't know. She be tripping on air somehow. I don't know how she do it, bro. I think it's a talent. It has to be a talent.
Did you hurt yourself?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just slipped a little, no big deal.
Quick, someone get ice. Call the nurse. Ethan, how many fingers am I holding up?
2?
He just fell.
What's so funny?
Oh, nothing. It's just, isn't this a little dramatic? He
Right.
just tripped. He's not dying.
Just for the record, I could have seriously hurt myself. What if I hit my head and broke my neck? Would that be serious enough for you?
Oh my
Oh,
God,
brother.
you're fine. You may have a concussion, but that's about it. And you literally fall every day, Ethan. Multiple times a day. And you're walking just fine, aren't you? Ethan gave me the stink eye. And since then, he's been in this weird, unspoken competition with me. He tries to beat me at everything.
What?
Grades, gym class, who gets to the front of the cafeteria line first. And even though I have no
Oh,
idea
nah.
why he's doing that, one thing's for sure. There's no way
Oh!
I'm letting him win.
Okay, she's locked in. I like this
I'm
character.
not late.
Ew, what's that smell? Did you run here? Just ask Kara and I'll lend you a couple bucks for the bus next time you're late.
At least
Wow.
I can run without tripping over a rock and rolling down the street.
I don't need to run. I have a car with a private driver.
And
Oh,
thank God
he's the
for that.
billionaire.
Or God knows how many people you would have run over by now. You clumsy fool.
How dare you?
Ethan lunged at me, but his
How
foot
dare
caught on
you?
the desk,
Yeah, that's what you get.
Right into me.
Whoa.
As soon as we touched, I had this crazy vision of Ethan wandering through a forest, moving deeper like he was searching for something. And then suddenly, he reached the edge of the cliff and fell.
If you keep
That's what your clumsy ass get, bro. You telling me you can't see an obvious cliff? Oh my! Can this dude do it? Can this dude do anything right?
To me like that, you'll fall in love.
Ugh, as if. Get off me. And yeah, maybe stay away from cliffs for a while, okay?
Did you not get enough oxygen to your brain while running over here?
Just then the teacher walked in and we rushed back.
Who is that? Oh, that teacher, bro. That teacher needs to go into retirement now. No, but this dude is so weird. Like, you always in competition with her for no apparent reason. He likes her for sure, 120%. There's no reason to be acting like this.
Back to our seats. That entire day, I couldn't help keeping an eye on Ethan. Even though he was a jerk, I didn't want him falling off a cliff because of some mysterious entity. That would break too many hearts at school. So later, when I saw him walking toward the woods behind the school, I decided to follow him.
Tell him to stop.
He walked in deeper.
Oh, goodness.
I kept walking straight, trying to stay optimistic.
He already fell in the hole.
I saw Ethan moving towards the cliff in a trance-like state.
Look,
Ethan, stop!
He's under mind control.
I screamed for him again, but when he didn't stop, I ran towards him and pulled his arm, snapping him back to reality.
Kara? What? Where am I?
You walked into the jungle. You don't remember?
What is going on?
No, I remember being at football practice, and now I'm just here? How did I even get here? And wait, how'd you know where to find me? Were you following me? You were, weren't you? Why? Did one of my dad's enemies send you to keep an eye on me? Tell me!
Dude. You're about to jump off a cliff. I didn't have to come and stop you. I could have got my camera out and recorded it. Put it on WorldStar or something. Could have got easy views. Could have clip farmed you. Like, bro.
For a second, I panicked. Ethan's dad was a senator, and me showing up out of nowhere was definitely weird.
But you know what's weirder? Him walking to a cliff.
I could understand why he'd be paranoid, so I had no choice.
Push him is crazy.
So you're telling me this necklace gives you the power to look into the future?
Yeah. And I know it sounds super made up, but I swear to God, it's true. And if you don't believe me...
No, I actually believe you. With all the weird stuff going on in my life right now, a magic necklace honestly feels pretty normal.
That's
what else is happening for you?
That for the past few months, he was being haunted by a ghost. It showed up out of nowhere, and ever since then, his life had been a mess.
I was always clumsy.
Oh, yeah. See, me personally, I get sleep paralysis here and there. When I was younger, I've seen a couple objects move by themselves, but never in my life have I seen a literal ghost demon in my face, bro. I'm sorry. You know the way. You know how fast I would. I would get out of here so fast. Stop playing with me, bro. I'm burning the whole house down.
Lately, it's been getting worse. I wake up doing the weirdest stuff, like wrecking my mom's rose garden or doodling all over some portrait of my great-grandfather.
She got possessed by a demon.
But how are you so sure a ghost has something to do with this?
Because I've seen it. Sometimes late at night, I'll catch a shadowy figure in the mirror. Or
facts. That's why you always need to have the TV on. I don't care. I don't care how old I am. If I need to sleep with the lights on, I have a nightlight. I'm keep putting the nightlight on. I'm just not dealing with my sleep paralysis demon. They be doing too much, way too much. Like, can I sleep in peace? I'm telling you, I swear, there was a point in time where I couldn't go a week without getting sleep paralysis. Couldn't go a week. Like, it would happen like every 3 days. That's being generous. I'm telling you, it was bad.
Ago, and my parents were warned it might be haunted. But the house belonged to my great-grandfather.
Hold on.
Or feel like someone's standing right behind me. Plus, we moved into this house only 6 months ago, and my parents were warned it might be haunted. But the house belonged to my great-grandfather, and Dad was obsessed with renovating it and moving in as soon as possible. And now I'm haunted by this stupid ghost who probably wants me dead.
I stared at him, trying to process what he just said. A ghost was making Ethan clumsy and dangerous? It sounded ridiculous. But then again, I was wearing a necklace that could...
What happened to your mom? Is your mom still okay, or is she still in is your mom still in a coma? Yo, Carteezy, what's good, Carter? How you doing, sir?
Show me the future. So maybe this wasn't totally ridiculous.
You think I'm an idiot?
Yes, but that's beside the point. Seems like this ghost has some serious beef with you. And we need to make sure it doesn't totally wreck your life. Follow me. Ethan watched me suspiciously, but followed me anyway. And I took him home. I led him to Mom's office, dug through some of her stuff, and pulled out a protective talisman. This should keep you safe for a while. Although the ghost might still mess with your mind.
Why was it a
won't be able to
Minecraft
harm
talisman? Why was it?
fatally.
Okay.
Gee, thanks. That's reassuring. But how do you even know this stuff works?
My mom was a researcher of the supernatural. I picked up a thing or two growing up in this chaos. That is, until she got sick. But I'm sure she'll be fine in no time. And this time when she's back, I'm not letting her out of my sight for even 1 second.
At least you have that hope. I live in the same house as my parents, and I barely see them. Last month, when I
The house
kept
that
waking up
big?
in random places around the house, my dad just hired a sleep specialist, then a psychiatrist, then a guard to lock my door at night.
Wow.
Not once did he ask me what was actually wrong. Just threw money at it until it looked fixed, and I didn't.
Oh my gosh, L Dad.
That what up?
Wow.
Can I see you as my crush?
Yo, your dad don't care for your well-being in the slightest. The fact that they were told that this house was haunted, but he was like, nah, we could definitely make like a few like more $1 million if we renovate this house. So, kid, I'm sorry if you get possessed in the process. I'm sorry if you even die. You know, I gotta get to this bag somehow. Bad dads, bro. Bad dads.
I didn't cause any drama.
That sounds rough. But I guess we all have our battles.
I guess we do.
Since then, Ethan and I were practically inseparable. Honestly, it wasn't by choice. Ethan was convinced he couldn't survive without me. And to be fair, he wasn't entirely wrong. At first, the things I saw ahead of time were small. Like stopping him from burning his tongue on hot cocoa or mixing up sugar and salt. But as the week went on,
they're labeled.
things got way more intense.
How is she the one
I saved
hurt?
him from falling into the fountain in the school courtyard. Then it was dodging a soccer ball that almost slammed into his face.
No,
But
why
things
would
got
you
really
just push him
serious
out the
during
way at that
science class,
point?
when he nearly mixed 2 dangerous chemicals together, and I had to jump out of my seat to stop him. It looks like every time I stop,
He almost blew up the whole school. If you're known for being this clumsy, maybe you should not be in the classes where you're mixing deadly chemicals together. Oh, goodness.
stop you from a disaster, the ghost just gets angrier and pushes you into an even bigger one. We need to stop this. Did you sprinkle salt along the floor right up against the walls of your room like I asked you to? That's the only way to keep the ghost out of your room.
Of course I did. But the cleaning staff always sweeps it up and complains to my parents about the mess.
Hold on, what's a good username for a clip channel on TikTok? Like for a clip channel for me? Like a clip channel for me? Like you talking like for for what? TheKidLaw Daddy Clips? No, I'm joking. No. Nah, not just you. Oh, I don't know, nigga. You figure it out then. Shit, like, nigga, brainstorm. Like, use ChatGPT, nigga. Like, that is not my clip account. Like, why you asking me, nigga? Bro, get a load of this guy. Come on, bro.
They think I've lost my mind.
Then ask one of your bodyguards to watch over you at night. You've got plenty of those, don't you?
What am I, 5? My parents would think it's weird. You have to come up with a better solution.
Like what? I can't watch you 24/7, Ethan. There's got to be another way.
I have an idea.
Ethan's brilliant idea was to sneak me into his massive walk-in closet overnight without anyone noticing. But why can't I just come in through the front door like a normal person? I mean, you're kind of popular. Don't you have friends coming over all the time?
You mean those kids I hang with at school? They're only around because my dad's loaded. None
Damn.
of them are real friends.
Damn,
And even
no
if they
real
were,
friends.
my dad's way too paranoid to let anyone in without running them through 100 security checks. Seriously, sneaking in is just easier.
And way more claustrophobic.
You'll survive.
But it was tougher than it looked. Ethan's place was like a fortress.
Yeah, I know they got
Big,
cannons,
sprawling gardens,
alligators,
guards crawling everywhere
bodyguards,
with dogs that would
attack
rip you apart.
dogs.
Even his
Oh,
closet
nah.
was bigger than my room. So I
Damn, that's a
slipped in
closet?
and waited for Ethan while his guards patrolled the house. But with the blackout, the air felt heavy, and I started to feel dizzy. Before I knew it, everything went dark, and I passed out. When I opened my eyes,
No. You saw how big that room is. You saw how big that closet is. Nigga, that closet is as big as my living room. You're not passing out from that. Bad
I
script.
wasn't in the closet anymore.
Huh?
Instead, I was standing in a dimly lit hallway with creaky wooden floors and walls.
She's in the
lined with old
afterlife.
paintings.
Nah.
Finally awake, Sleeping Beauty?
I spun around to see a girl my age, dressed like she had just walked out of a 19th century drama.
The ghost
What is
hus.
this? Where am I? Who are you?
The
Slow
ghost.
down, woman. One question at a time. You're having a dream, and I'm the ghost of this gorgeous house.
You're the one haunting Ethan?
Haunting
seem
is
scary.
such a dramatic word. Let's just say I'm invested in his miserable little life.
Why?
I don't want to be mad she possessed me, nigga. I want to be mad at it.
Because I enjoy tormenting pretty boys. In life,
You want to be my sleep paralysis demon? I'd rather you be my sleep paralysis demon than what I be seeing. I be seeing clowns and Jigsaw and one time I saw a KKK member standing at the foot of my bed. Come possess me.
scarcely had the time for such amusements, but now, as a ghost, I can slip in and out of their lives as I please. It's one of the few pleasures I have left. Now, if you're done pestering me with questions, there's something important I need to show you.
She led me down a narrow staircase and finally stopped in a weird cave that looked like it was centuries old. The walls were all stone, and on them were strange looping symbols repeated over and over in neat rows. I was trying to make sense of what they meant when the ghost gestured towards the end of the cave to a red door.
If you want answers, just walk through that door.
That's a trap.
Behind it?
No.
The truth.
No. Anytime a red door is involved, you go the opposite way. I've seen way too many movies. I've seen this before. I played these games before. Nope. Not doing it. We'll never do it. Go.
You're really enjoying this, aren't you?
Oh, immensely. Now do as I say. You don't have much time.
I took a deep breath and walked over to the door. But just as I was about to turn the knob, I heard a scream coming from the end of the cave.
Oh,
I got
God.
so spooked, I immediately recoiled and fell. My head hit the ground, and I don't remember what happened next.
Then she
Except
woke up.
I woke up staring at the ceiling in Ethan's living room.
Living
I
room?
slowly got up,
How you
trying
get
to
to the
make
living
sense of
room?
what happened, when I saw Ethan holding a lighter, standing inches away from the curtains. Without thinking,
What
I
is going
lunged
on?
forward and snatched the lighter out of his hand, when suddenly Ethan's parents walked in.
Who are you and what are you doing in my house?
Dad, she's...
I'm not asking you, Ethan. You go to your room.
But Dad...
I said leave!
Ethan's mom took his hand and took him to his room, while I just stood in the living room, motionless.
As for you, girl, you broke into my house, and judging by that lighter in your hand, I'd say your intention was to set something on fire.
Wait. Okay, yeah, you're screwed. You're screwed. Because he's either going to press charges or get you killed. And he has enough money to make it look like it was an accident, or just make it seem like you never existed in the first place. You better touch him with that necklace and try to predict his future. I don't know. Touch him with that necklace, try to predict the future, and I don't fucking know, bro. It's over, bro. It might be over. GG's.
Some rival sent you to sabotage me, so I stepped down from my mayor campaign?
What? No, I wasn't trying to burn anything. I was helping Ethan. Ask him.
I don't have to ask him anything. My son would never be friends with someone like you.
What does that mean?
Excuse me, sir, but you're crossing a line here. I agree this whole thing looks suspicious, but I'm telling you the truth. You can call my aunt. She can vouch for me.
Don't call your
I'm
aunt.
sure
Do
you
not
have
call
some
your aunt.
accomplice ready to cover for you. Enough of this nonsense. You're not fooling me.
Before I could argue any further, his dad pulled out his phone and called the police.
Oh, it's over.
And an hour later, I was sitting in the police station,
you're
feeling
cooked.
like the unluckiest person in the world. I was just about to lose my mind.
Can I see you as my crush?
Dragged me home.
Of all the stupid, reckless, irresponsible things you could have done, Kara, you broke into someone's house?
I didn't. Ethan called me there. He's my friend.
So you're telling me you have rich friends like that guy Ethan, and you never told me? How could you do that?
The fact this is the first thing she cares about, bro. Yo, auntie, lock in with life, bro. Lock in with life, aunt. I'm sorry, bro. Stop it. She about to shoot her shot at the husband. Oh my God, she's gonna be the homewrecker and break up that family. Yo, Ethan, you gonna have a new stepmommy.
The least you should have done was to introduce me to his father.
For the love of God, Jesse, his dad's married. Where are your morals?
Who needs morals when you can be rich? And his dad's a politician, right? Everyone knows politicians are always looking for trophy wives. I'm sure I'd fit right in. Now do me a favor and arrange a meeting.
I will do no such thing, you freak.
What?
I'll talk to him after break. Tomorrow at school. I didn't, because Ethan didn't turn up at school the next day, which kind of had me worried. I even called him, but he didn't answer. So I thought he was just ignoring me after what happened with his dad last night. But
do you think he's ignoring you? You know how? No, his punishment's probably even more crazy. They probably have a dungeon he's in. He's probably yeah. You're going on punishment. Give me your phone. Go down to the basement. Go down to the not the regular basement, the basement under the basement, because they got the underground Diddy tunnels. You know what I mean? Go down there, bro. We gonna see you in a week.
But then something in my heart told me things weren't right. So I decided to pay him a visit. I was outside his mansion when suddenly I started hearing voices.
Okay.
I walked in and froze. Ethan was standing on the edge of the roof, swaying like a leaf in the wind. His parents were shouting up at him. Guards were barking into their walkie-talkies. But no one was making a move to save him. Ethan,
his life is strange all over again.
But Ethan didn't move. It was clear he wasn't himself. And if someone startled him or rushed up there, it might only push him to jump. I had to get to him somehow. So with everyone distracted, I slipped into the mansion and dashed upstairs to the rooftop. Ethan, it's me, Kara. I know you can hear me. You're not alone. I'm here, okay? Just focus on my voice. Ethan tilted his head slightly, like he was trying to place the sound. You're stronger than
Who said that? No, who said that?
Whatever's got a hold on you, it doesn't control you. You're Ethan, the guy who trips over air and somehow still looks cool doing it. You're not a puppet. Fight it! For a moment, nothing happened. Then slowly, he turned his head to look at me.
Kara?
It's me. I've got you. I won't let go, I promise. Finally, he reached out, and the moment our hands touched, I yanked him away from the edge with all my strength. But I fell, hit my head, and blacked out.
Ooh, and I know that for sure hurt. Mom? What's going on? Huh?
And when I woke up, I was in Ethan's room. What happened?
You hit your head.
Why did we see your
Kara,
mom for a second?
I don't know how to thank you. If you hadn't come, I don't think I'd still be here.
Good thing I showed up then.
There's also something else you should know.
What is it?
Ethan reached into his pocket and pulled out my necklace. The chain was snapped, and the strange pendant was cracked right down the middle.
I found it next to you after you fell.
Oh no! It was the one thing that still connected me to my mom.
I'm so sorry, Kara. I'm sorry that I dragged you into this mess. It wasn't your battle to fight. In fact, there's something you should know.
And Ethan told me that he wasn't actually possessed, but had a rare psychological disorder that caused blackouts and hallucinations.
No. Don't just chop. No, he's possessed. The house is literally possessed. We seen the ghost. Don't say, he's just been like this. Don't do that. No.
When he was a kid, but it went away. We thought it was fine until these past few months. He started having these episodes. His dad's political campaign, the pressure, moving into this old place with all its creepy stories. It must have triggered it again. And we tried to keep him safe, secured the entire place, but we failed.
My parents didn't tell me this because they thought I might freak out and maybe the condition will worsen. But what's worse than jumping off a roof? Sorry, bad time to joke. But the bottom line is that I'm truly sorry for everything I've put you through. And I'd really love it if we could be friends.
Ethan was still talking when my phone buzzed. It was Aunt Jessie, and she told me that Mom was finally awake. I told Ethan, and he immediately offered to take me to the hospital. As soon as we reached the hospital, I rushed into Mom's room and held her tight.
Mother!
Oh,
Mother's awake!
I was so scared I'd never get to see you again.
Oh, my sweet girl, I missed you too. And I've got to say this, you've been so brave.
But Mom,
what do you mean?
I messed up. I broke the necklace.
Well, you kind of did me a favor there.
Mom's eyes drifted to the broken necklace, and she told me that it wasn't just some souvenir, but an ancient relic designed to imprison souls.
What did I say?
studied it thinking it would confirm our family's history with
What did I say?
witchcraft. I thought if I could connect my spirit to it, I'd gain the wisdom I'd been seeking. Instead,
I
the
said throw that
necklace
bitch,
trapped
throw it
me. My
out.
body stayed here in a coma, but my spirit
What?
was locked inside. But when it broke, it lost its hold. My soul was released and returned to my
Oh,
body.
snap.
So, you were in this necklace all this time?
In a way, yes. I've been watching you, and you've been so brave, Kara. Although I got a bit freaked out when I saw you walking towards that red door.
Wait,
Yeah,
you
what's...
know about the
wait,
red door?
Wait, what?
How? I never told anyone about that vision.
I know because I was there. That scream you heard was mine. And it wasn't a vision, Kara. The necklace was messing with your head. It feeds off your fears and uncertainties. And when it
Oh.
sensed your confusion about Ethan's haunting, it created the image of a ghost to prey on your emotions.
What?
It was all a trick
What?
to get you to walk through that red door willingly.
And what would have
And if you
happened?
had, you'd be trapped just like I was.
So, you mean if...
Run the opposite way. Don't open a red door. Ever. Golly.
everything I saw in my visions was my imagination? What about the stuff that came true?
The necklace has this strange power of showing you bits and pieces of the future, but never the full picture. It keeps you curious, making you rely on it to guide you. That's how it earns your trust and manipulates you.
I think I'm gonna lose
That
my
is
mind.
disgusting.
Because I will never let this happen again. I'm done with these studies, Kara. I lost sight of what matters and nearly lost everything. I think I want to focus on my family again.
I'd love
Yay!
that too, Mom.
Great! Now that you're both reunited, maybe we can talk about my Bora Bora trip? No?
Oh my gosh. See, the thing, I want to be like, I would wish they would say something to her, but at the same time, we have to remember, Mom moved in with Aunt, whatever her name is. Aunt Clara? Kuna? I don't know. Mom moved in with Aunt when she was pregnant with her daughter. So it's like, they're living in her house. Not saying that makes her entitled to feel like, oh, they owe her money, but you know, she's been helping her for the past 18 years. You know what I mean?
Fine, I'll just sit here quietly.
We all laughed, and it felt like a new chapter had begun. The necklace was gone, Mom was awake and back with me. And as for Ethan, well,
While watching
he's
fall.
still clumsy as ever.
Yep, of course.
But at least he's taking
course.
therapy, so he won't roll off another building and blame it on
Yippee!
a ghost.
Hey, okay, that was cool. That was a cool little story. I don't know what this channel is, but might will have to check out more of these videos. Let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments below. My name is Law. You can watch me on my main channel, TheKidLaw, and I'll be live on Twitch, TheKidLaw. Also, I'll see you on the next video because y'all already know so it's a viggity bop on this channel. One more time.